The rod of God, a hidden message in Moses' staff. Did you know that the simple staff in Moses' hand carried a deep spiritual meaning? It wasn't just a shepherd's tool, it became a symbol of God's power and a foreshadowing of Jesus Christ. Moses' journey, from prince to exile. Moses was raised as Egyptian royalty, but he never forgot his Hebrew identity. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave, and in anger killed the Egyptian. Fearing for his life, he fled to Midian and became a shepherd. One day God spoke to him from a burning bush, calling him to deliver Israel from slavery. But Moses doubted himself. He questioned his ability to confront Pharaoh. The staff, a lesson in transformation. God asked him, "What is that in your hand?" Exodus 4:2. Moses replied, "A rod." God then told him to throw it down, and it became a snake. When Moses picked it up by the tail, a risky act of faith, it turned back into a staff. This was more than a miracle. It carried a profound message. The rod represented Moses' identity and authority, but its transformation into a snake symbolized his fallen nature. By instructing him to lift it by the tail, reversing its form, God illustrated the transformation from sin to his divine nature. From that moment, it was no longer Moses' rod. It became the rod of God. Who is the rod of God? Isaiah 11:1-2 prophecies, "A rod will come forth from the stem of Jesse." This rod is Jesus Christ, the one who sets us free, not just from slavery, but from the bondage of sin. Colossians 2:15 says, "Having disarmed principalities and powers, he, Jesus, made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross." The rod of God shattered every false god of Egypt and led the Israelites to freedom from bondage. Your transformation, the call to surrender. Before God could use Moses, he had to lay down his rod, symbolizing his own nature, and take up God's ways. Our sinful nature says, hate, take, and seek revenge. But God says, love, give, and forgive, the complete opposite of evil. When God calls us, he asks us to lay down our sinful nature, just like Moses laid down his rod. Only then can he transform us, equipping us to overcome the enemy. When Moses cast the rod down before Pharaoh, it became a snake and swallowed the magician's rods. This foreshadowed a deeper truth. One day, the rod of God would become sin and swallow the sins of the world.